Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Full Court Press, of course, the best basketball podcast in the country. And tonight I'm here with the best of the best. 3-time Basketball League MVP, 10-time National League basketball champion. I mean, someone outside there would actually put him on the Mount Rushmore, greatest big man to ever play in Uganda basketball history. He goes by the names of James Okello, of course, a national team player. I mean, Oxia, please say something to the viewers.
Thank you very much, Vinny. Humbled to be here, and excited as we, go into the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, Oxy, you have played the game. You have won everything. I think you are on one of those teams that represented Uganda in the first Afro basket. Were you in that team with the Omonyas and everything?
No. I wasn't on that team.
You're in the second team in the
I was
Afro.
on the second team that.
That
went for the second time.
You're a household name. I mean, no one doesn't know Oxy. There was Boniface Oxy and, of course, James Okello Oxy. Tell us how you fell in love with the game.
It's a very long, interesting story. So when I joined Crane High, I came from Arua, where I started my P7 from. So I came to Kampala, and I had to join Crane High because it was the school that was nearby,
Near home.
Near home, basically.
Yeah, so you lived in Chitintale.
I lived in Chitintale. That's where we had our family home. So I joined Crane High, and at first, I wasn't interested in the game because before I'd played, different sports, as into soccer, volleyball, running. So, and basketball was very new to me. It was a very new sport. The only thing I knew, around basketball was MJ, Michael Jordan. But I actually didn't know what he does, but
you just knew the name Michael Jordan.
Knew the name Michael Jordan. So when I joined Crane High, it was the only sport there. And Crane High was a very small school that the only playground they had was a basketball court. So, at first I used to shy away from the game. It took me maybe 2 terms.
Senior one.
I joined senior one's third term. I joined senior one third term. So the whole of senior one was just around school there, looking for what to do after classes. Nothing. The following year, senior 2, first term, the same story. Of course, I could see, other students play, and I just walked by. I knew nothing about the game. So around senior 2, second term there, I became bored, man. As in school, after classes, you have nothing to do. You just sit around. And I felt like, I was athletic, I wanted to
be active.
But we had a teacher who would always tell me, you're too long. Why don't you go on court and play basketball? And I would just ignore him. He told me that several times. So one of those days I was like, let me just try. So, one evening like that, I walked to the coach, Coach Mugi, Justus, yes. I tell him, you know what, coach? I want to learn this game. I was raw. I didn't know anything. I tell Mugi, I want to learn. He tells me, okay, you come tomorrow with a sneaker and play.
A sneaker,
yeah. So I go back home. I had a sister who was very supportive. I tell her, you know what? I need a sneaker. I need something that can play. Of course, by then I didn't know sneakers what. I just knew canvas. I need the canvas, sports shoe. So, she told me, okay, I'll get you one. That evening in the night, she went around, she bought me one of those shoes that I used, I think, for a week, and my toe was out. Yeah, so I go back to Mugi the following day. I tell him, Coach, I'm here. But he was very busy.
With other players?
Yeah, with other players, with the school team. So he didn't give me much time. But then we had another court on the primary side.
Yeah, Reverend one.
Yeah, so people that really didn't know the game that much
used to go that side.
That
was you and Kavuma.
Yeah, and Sweat. The Kavumas by then were serious players.
Really?
Yeah, they were still that side. I think Kavuma by then was in secondary. So he was around the school team by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys that didn't know anything would cross the other side. Of course, when I saw the coach was busy, I crossed over. I was shy, so I reached the court, I just turned. I started watching kids. But of course, I was long and a bit, athletic, strong. So they put me in there to pick rebounds, pass to them. Pick rebound, pass to them. Yeah. To cut the long story short, after like a month or two, I started going on court like regularly.
To the main court or the primary court?
The primary court. I go there, we play 21, pick up, we just play.
Yeah.
No format, no what. You're just there learning from
each other.
From each other, yeah. Yeah, so I was like very focused when I started, playing the game. I was very focused and I really wanted to learn something So the following year, of course, during that time when I was learning, the school always had tournaments,
yeah.
Games around, so they could host other teams. I could see, man, and I'm like, damn, I want to be like these guys. There's a guy who was called OPD. OPD was very, very athletic. The guy could dunk the ball and...
OPD Peter.
Man, I just feel it in my heart. I'm like, man, I need to be like that guy.
Peter
was the problem, you guys. The guy could dunk the ball. And I remember there's a day we hosted games and the guy dunked the ball and the whole school went crazy, man. Crazy. So he also inspired me. Like when I watched him, I'm like, I want to be like this guy. Yeah, so the following year, I was, I think, senior 3 by then.
Yeah.
I started picking up. Actually, when I fell in love with the game, that was now senior 3. My dad was a civil servant. He used to work for the government. So they used to like move him around to different districts.
Yeah.
And that's how even we ended up, in Arua and then came back to Kampala. So when I was in senior 3, they wanted to transfer him somewhere else. I don't remember where exactly.
Out of Kampala.
But out of Kampala. So he came and told us, you guys pack your things. We are leaving. And man, I was like, now where am I going to find this game again?
That was senior 3.
Senior 3. So when he told me that, and that's where I got my scholarship from that story. So he told me that I didn't want to leave the school, and he was like, man, whoever wants to stay, you pay your own school fees. Me, I'm going.
It's 3.
So I got to Mugi. By then now I'd started picking up.
With the main team.
With the game, I'm learning, I'm getting better. So I go to Mugi. I tell Mugi, you know what? My dad, he's trying to get me to another school.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave. Can I also get a scholarship? By then, of course, I wasn't, worth it. I wasn't worth a scholarship. My talent wasn't that good yet. But, Mugi, of course, believed in me. He was like, you know what, I'll talk to the director and see how we can include you on the scholarship. Yeah. So after a few days, he tells me, you know what? You pack your things and come to. And I was a day scholar.
Yeah.
But the school also had boarding.
Yeah.
The boarding
hostels
section.
were up, right?
Yeah,
on
the hostels were up at the hill. So he told me, you know what? You move to the hostels. From today onwards,
you're down with the scholarship.
Yes. I went and told my dad, you know what, Dad?
Please go.
You guys can go. Me, I'll stay in Kampala.
Your dad was shocked.
You people will see me holidays. And the guy was like, are you sure those guys are going to take care of you? I told him, yeah. The most important thing was a scholarship. That's what I got, and I think that's enough.
So the scholarship had like food and everything?
Full, everything.
Yeah.
And, the beauty about basketball at Crane High, they respected players a lot. That,
the players were marketing the school.
Yeah. So they respected the game, the people that played the game. And, that's how I ended up,
falling in love with the sport.
Yeah, falling in love with the game. But the story is very long. Of course, trying to cut it short. But I think senior four, I was called on the national team.
Under 18. Yet you learned in
16,
senior 2.
I started the game senior 2, second term.
Yeah.
So the whole of senior 3 was there on the school team, playing, Senior 4 was called on the national team. And we were only, I think, me and Katumba that were invited.
From the Crane High team?
From Crane High. The team was solid, but, I worked my way through up there.
Okay.
So I was called on the national team. Now that's when I was like, okay.
The motivation.
Yeah, it motivated me, because I remember we were like 92 kids by then.
From the whole country?
Yes, that were called for trials. And they only needed 12. You guys was so excited when I made that 12.
No, that was a dream come true.
It was a very, very big dream for me. And I kept working so hard. I worked hard. And guess what? The following year, senior 5 now, I was chosen to represent Uganda at the Basketball Without Borders.
In South Africa?
In South Africa, we were only 4 players.
From Uganda.
So, just imagine, among all the schools
in the
country that play basketball, the schools.
Yeah.
And you're among only the chosen 4 to represent the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something very big. And when I went for that camp, Basketball Without Borders, it opened my eyes. Yeah, that's where now I learned a lot of things that they don't teach us here at home. So when I came back, and now I had to step up my game even, higher, because I knew this game could take me, to places.
Different places.
Yeah.
Okay, let's describe Mugi as a coach, because I know Mugi was one of the people behind Crane High's success. Let's talk about him as a coach.
Mugi was a great guy. Crane High was blessed with talent, and also the school really, really loved the sport.
Yeah.
So when they got, I think, because me, by the time I joined, Mugi was already a coach. But the love that the director of the school had for the game.
What was his name?
Mr. Birunji Peter.
Yeah.
I think that also, pushed Mugi to work harder. The school, even before me, had serious talent, but to have someone like Mugi to work together with such players, and because Crane High the name has always been up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I think Mugi was a good coach. You know, a very good high school coach. He was a very humble guy. He helped a lot of guys, you know, because even getting the scholarships, it was him to recommend. For,
yeah, and I know,
you know, for any player to be on the scholarship. So
yeah, I mean the way he got you that scholarship,
yeah.
You're not even a good player,
And
but he believed in you.
even after school, it's Mugi that, you know, got me to City Oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to talk about City Oil next. After Crane High, you got approached by City Oil, a team that they had a vision, but as a kid, you would not really understand what the vision was about. What took you to City Oil? Was it still Mugi?
You know, for me, at first, I was mostly looking at, you know, school. After Crane High, a lot of university, you know, tried to approach me. They were not clear. So Mugi came up, and he was, you know, he was like, "Oh, see, these guys can pay your tuition." I'm like, you know, for me, that's enough. Thank
That's
God.
most important.
Yeah, that's the most important thing I want. If I can go to school, I don't care about the other things. So when he came to me and he told me there's this team, they are still, you know, down there trying to fix themselves in the lower division, but I know them. They'll pay your tuition. They'll take you to school.
And you trusted him, yeah.
Yeah, I trusted Mugi because, you know, I knew him from way
It was like a
back.
dad to you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that got me, you know, a scholarship at Crane High. So, of course, I trusted him that he will get me another scholarship from these guys. So when he approached me, you know, I told him, Coach, me, I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
I'm ready to play. And yeah, I had. That's how I ended up in City Oil.
So in the university, you went to Ndeje?
Yeah, I went to Ndeje. Yes, I went to Ndeje.
They financed the tuition and everything, first year to third year. Yeah. How was City Oil as a team? I mean, from Crane High, you had friends. I know when you joined City Oil, they were Waze. Can I call them Waze? They were guys much older than you.
You know, I joined them in their second year.
That was when they were in Division 1.
They were in Division 1. But yeah, it was an old team full of old guys, and you know, a lot to learn as a young player because I was just coming out of high school. By the time I joined, I think we were like two guys, the only two young guys from high school. It was me, then there is
Chris Ouma.
Yeah, Chris Ouma, who is now in Canada. We were the only, like, I would say 20, 21 year old guys. The other guys were, you know, 30, 28. They were old guys. Yeah. Because initially the team was made, you know, out of guys who just wanted to play, pick up, sweat, run around. But later on, when they saw the vision, that's now when they brought in young guys like me to try and push the team further. Yeah. And that year I joined, of course, we played, we won.
You took everything.
We took everything.
MVP.
I was the MVP.
Top scorer.
You know, yeah. Then we made it to the NBL. And
the rest was history.
The rest was history, man.
Let's talk about your first championship with City Oil. I think it was against Falcons. How was that series and how was the season?
You know, by then I was still a young player. I was still learning a lot of things. Yeah. And I remember when we made it to the NBL, the team was reshuffled. They brought in a lot of new guys.
Foreigners.
Yeah, they brought in, I remember by then, they brought in now serious players now because, yeah, they really wanted to compete by then. They brought Jimmy and Abu. They brought Sami Kalwani. They brought Aru.
Was that the year they also brought
Kami?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember some other guys, but yeah, they brought in like serious players.
They wanted to win the championship.
Yeah, serious players, and you know, we really competed. At first, the the goal was to make the playoffs. We make the playoffs, they said, at least you guys push us to the semis.
Yeah.
When we reach the semis, they say, you guys, do you know we can reach the finals?
Yeah.
We reach the finals, before you know, we're in game 7.
Against Falcons.
Against Falcons.
With a lot of talent like Omoy.
Exactly. Omoy. Serious guys. Dula. Jeff Omoni. They had serious
they had
players.
A big team.
Yeah, very big team. But I remember that game 7. It was a very tough game. Stopping. Because I remember I got some playing minutes and I had to mark Steve. But boss.
And Steve was just back from Seychelles.
Yes. Marking
that was 72 million, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Marking Steve meant you had to forget about
offense,
everything else and just concentrate on.
Focus on your man.
Exactly. Focus on him and you're just looking at him like this everywhere he goes. So, yeah, we won and that's where it all started.
Yeah. What did the first championship mean to you as an individual and to City Oil as a franchise?
As an individual, I think it was just the beginning for me. Yes, it was just the beginning and like I was seeing myself like getting more championships.
Dominating.
Yeah, dominating the league, going places. Like I was seeing a lot of good things. And as a club, that changed everything in the club, the way the club, the management, the way they started running the team. A lot of things changed. Yeah, the club, from there on, just became, I would say, professional club. Things got better, good pay. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard you talk about Kami. You've talked about a couple of foreigners like Aru. Let's talk about the foreign influence. I mean, the players City Oil recruited from outside there, and what impact did they have on the team?
Big impact, man.
Landry.
All those players you mentioned were really, really good players. Very good talent. Aru, Kami, Landry, those guys were incredible. Because personally, as an individual, of course, a player like Kami, I learned a lot from him. Very many, the way he sees the game, the way he handles himself. And of course, their impact was felt in the league. They came, they dominated. And I thank, City Oil because they always had that ego eye, of always getting the best players that can easily fit.
Disciplined players.
Very disciplined players that can, easily fit in the team and move the team forward.
I mean, I'm not going to go forward without talking about one of your best friends in Uganda basketball history, Jimmy Nabu. How close are you and Jimmy Nabu, and how would you describe Jimmy?
Yeah.
And are you guys really close?
Every time, I'm talking about Jimmy, I smile ear to ear. Yeah, we are very close. Jimmy is...
you're very close with Jimmy?
Very, very close.
Do you have your phone there right now? Can we call him and see if he'll pick up?
You can call him.
No, you have your phone. Please call him.
You want me to call Jimmy?
I want you to call him, put it on loudspeaker and we hear. I want to prove how close you and Jimmy are. Because I've heard a lot of stories about you and Jimmy. You went to Rwanda, is it Burundi together?
If he's not at pickup...
It's actually 5:36. Let us prove.
It's going to pick.
Put it on loudspeaker.
If he's not at pickup, he will definitely pick.
The man knows you want your money.
He must be picking me up.
He's on court.
Probably.
Nothing yet. So no, I know he'll call back.
He's going to call back, definitely.
When he calls back, please remember to pick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Jimmy. Let's wait for that phone call.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jimmy now.
Jimmy is a living legend, man. Jimmy is a living legend. I told you the other day, for me, I describe Jimmy as, he's an ego to me.
Yeah.
He's a player that you may think is down today. Before you know, he has picked up himself and he's showing what he can do best.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's someone you can, trust. For me, all these years I've played with him on court.
Yeah.
Every time I have Jimmy on court, I know I'm safe. Yeah. I know someone got my back. And of course I'll ball. If I have Jimmy, I'll play basketball.
Let's describe his work ethic. I know he's a huge Kobe Bryant fan and Michael Jordan. Let's talk about his work ethic.
Jimmy really loves the game. If you think I love the game, Jimmy really, really loved the game. For me, some time back, we were staying in the same, neighborhood, me and Jimmy, and you wake up very early in the morning, you think you're the only one, going to work out, and you're surprised seeing Jimmy already sweating on court. The guy put in a lot of time in his game, and I'm not surprised that, it showed off on court. He really works hard. That's what I can tell you. Yeah, even at practice, he always makes sure he's like an hour or even 2 hours early before the official time of practice. So he's a guy you can rely on when it comes to working hard.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about 2022. I know it was a very, very tough year for you. That's when you lost your mom. I mean, I know your mom was one of your biggest fans. You actually became the MVP in 2022?
Yeah, it was the MVP.
It was a tough year. I mean, of course, you remember during the barrier and everything, when your teammates were coming back, they were involved in an accident. And were you heading towards the playoffs?
Yeah, I think we had a few games, maybe 2 or 3 games.
And you had national team duty?
No, we had BAL qualifiers.
Yeah, BAL qualifiers.
Yes, I think we had BAL qualifiers.
I mean, let's talk about 2022. How tough was 2022?
Yeah, it was very tough. Very, very tough, Vinny. That year, I think early in the year, we had a tournament I don't remember which tournament exactly, but we're in Egypt camping, and I got injured. I got a very serious injury, and I didn't play that tournament actually.
Yeah.
I got a sciatic nerve injury. This whole leg was paralyzed, my left leg. But of course, I didn't get serious treatment. I kept playing on it, even when we came back home.
Yeah,
I kept playing with it. And then, a few months in that year, I lost my mom. And after maybe 4 months after my mom's death, I lose my sister also.
Was that the sister who really supported you when you were landing?
Not really. That was my follower, actually, the one that followed me.
Yeah.
I lost her that very year. And, it was very tough. The one moment I remember was when I went for burial, for my sister's burial. I think the following day we had the flight to Tanzania, and the burial was, I think, on Sunday or Saturday, one of those days.
Yeah.
And I had to catch a bus immediately after the
Barrio.
Barrio.
Because you had to travel with
because
the
I had to
team.
travel. I had to meet the team and head to the airport. And the Barrio ended. The Barrio and everything, leaving the village. I reached the bus station around 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And when I get there, there are no buses. So I had to wait for a bus that was coming from Arua because I was in Pakwach.
Yeah.
A bus that was coming from Arua to pick me, and we continue. So when that bus arrived, the bus was full. They had no space in the bus. But because I had no time, I had to reach in Kampala before 6 a.m. So I had like 7 hours to travel from Pakwach to Kampala. But the bus was full, so that meant if I had to wait for another bus, I would spend maybe like 2-3 more hours there. I told the bus guys, no.
You're not leaving me.
I'm going to stand in that bus. If it means
from Pakwach to Kampala.
If it means standing from Pakwach to Kampala, I'm ready to stand. Remember, I had that injury with me, so I jumped into the bus. I stand. I stood for like 4-5 hours.
Oh my goodness! In the night, and you were tired.
In the night, the first guy that jumped off the bus for me to get a seat. It was after 5 hours. That's when I had to sit. You guy. I was tired. I reached Kampala. Had to rush home, pack my things real quick, jump on a bike, head to Lugogo. Everything was just quick. And during that cafe, I even forgot my passport. I reached Lugogo.
They asked you for your
passport. The team manager was asking, let me hope everyone has their passport. I had to touch myself, I had no passport. So I had to jump again on the bike, head back home.
You had to go back home.
I had to go back home. Get my passport, man. I was tired. I was just waiting for that plane, man, to take off and
you sleep.
And then that plane also it's not that long flight. It's like an hour or 2-hour flight at most. Just know it was terrible, man. But thank God, when we came back from Zone 5, we jumped from BAL qualifiers, we jumped into the playoffs. The playoffs were also very, very tough.
Yeah. That was when you played Namongo Blazers.
Namongo Blazers, we played the team that, forced us to Game 7.
Yeah.
Game 7 was very, very tough. Very tough.
I remember you won by a basket.
We won that game by 2 points. Very tough game.
Game 7.
The place was crowded, full. But, it was a very incredible year. Though very tough, in my opinion, it was the toughest, year for me ever.
And was it your sweetest championship, 2022?
Yeah, probably, because I really, wanted to dedicate the championship to my loved ones that I had lost earlier in the year. And I had to work hard and honor them that way.
Yeah. I mean, you are a 3-time National League Basketball MVP. To you, is it about the MVPs? Do you play to win championships or MVPs, or it's just about the love for the game?
For me, it's it's the love of the game, and the people around me. I always want to inspire, everyone around me that it's possible. You can become a great player. You can win championship. You can be MVP.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not about the the MVP, the championship. It's about inspiring the next Oxy to be as good as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, before we stop talking about City Oil, let's talk about Haji and Mande Juruni. We need to give them their flowers. I mean, I know they have been very successful as managers and a coach. Let's first talk about Mande Juruni.
Yeah, Mande Juruni. Me, before I even joined City Oil, I'd worked with Mande Jurini way back. So when I came to City Oil and met him, you know, because at first he also came in as a player.
Yeah, with the Wazee team.
With the Wazee team.
Yeah.
He joined that very year that I joined. He was basically like my point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we worked so hard, me and him, and you know, took the team up to the NBL. But before he even became the coach of the team, you know, he was already my coach, you know, when we were playing as a teammate. So he's a great coach, you know, he has done it all. That very year that he joined, I think, City Oil, he had won a championship with I think Warriors.
Yeah, with Warriors, with UCU.
With UCU. So he's a great coach. He has done it all. He has won his championships. And as a player, man, he also helped me a lot, develop, you know, put a lot of bricks on my game. And yeah, thank God for that. For Haji, you know, Haji is a great manager. He's not like these other managers you see around basketball. He's the guy who has played the game.
Yeah.
He knows
what players go through.
He knows the game very well. He has played the game before. He has worked with people, you know, who understand the game.
Yeah. So
everything that he did for City Oil, he really, you know, did it with love, passion, and professionalism.
Yeah. I mean, after City Oil, after 10 successful seasons, I'll call them successful because you won in each season you were there, you finally joined Namungo Blazers. How is Namungo Blazers?
It's great. So far, so good. You know, we are doing good as a team. You know, we have won, I think, 19 games out of 22 games, and we are top of the table. Yeah, the team has been good. You know, coming in from a different team, you're getting into a different culture.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be like
going according to plan.
New to us, but you know, we fit in very well. Me and my other teammates that joined. The management is great. The players are good. You know, very young team that is promising, and you know, hopefully we get the championship this year.
Yeah. I mean, the pieces you guys brought together, do you think you can win the championship? And another question before you answer that one. Nam Blazers has played City Oil home and away. City Oil fans loved you. Of course, the management and everyone in the team, of course, loved you. You're their favorite son. How did it feel playing against City Oil?
You know, it feels so sad for me every time I'm playing, you know, against City Oil. You know, because it's City Oil is a team that, you know, I played for almost my whole career.
Yeah.
So every time I'm playing against them, you know, it feels very tough for me, you know, very, very tough. But, you know, right now we are professionals, you know, this is nothing personal. There's no beef, there's nothing, it's business. So, yeah, we go into the game and, you know, try and just do our job.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about the national team. Okello James of the national team. You've been in the national team since you were in... You said senior 3, since you're 18 years.
Senior 4, yeah.
Since senior 4, you've been part of the national team, and you are still part of the national team. Let's talk about the national team, the experience, the friendships you made in the national team. Let's talk about the national team. And do you think during your time the national team has been successful?
Yeah, I think so. You know, when I joined the national team, I think my first national team game was senior. I'm talking about the senior now.
Yeah.
Was around 2017. And that time when I joined, you know, things were really, really good, because if you hear the past stories about the national team, you know, it's not a good story.
You never had jazzes.
Yeah, like they always struggled, you know, to travel to.
Yeah.
So for me, my experience with the national team has been great. You know, in terms of you know, management, player development, like a lot of things had become better.
Yeah.
And as a player, of course, you know, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. You know, when you get there and play against, you know, the best on the continent, the best around the world, you know, there's a way it shapes you, you know, it makes you better. And you come back home here, of course, you're a different player. Yeah, so for me, you know, I'm honored. You know, I really thank the national team, you know, committee, management for giving me the opportunity. Very many players in this country.
I mean, more than 2,000.
Yeah, they all want to be on that national team, but, you know, it's only 12.
Yeah.
So for me to be, you know, among the 12 on the national team.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It's a blessing, man.
Any memorable tournaments you've participated in with the national team? And of course, the national. Okay, let's first talk about that memorable tournament.
With the national team?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are very many, but I think the one that stands out is us, you know, going for Afro in Kigali. I think it was 2021, and you know, beating, I think, Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know, one of the top teams on the continent, and also, you know, making it to the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost to Cape Verde, a game that I think we could have won.
Yeah, when you were marking that tall guy.
You know, me playing against Tavares.
Yeah, Tavares.
Everyone, you know, could not believe it.
You really boxed him out.
It was a very tough game. And yeah, for me personally, I think that's the most memorable tournament that I can recall.
Yeah, then let's talk about Ishmael Wainwright. Is it Davis, something Davis?
Brandon Davis.
Brandon Davis.
Hey.
Opong, those foreigners who you have played with both on the national team and City Oil. Tell us something about those foreign players. What's the difference between those players and the locals here?
You know, the foreign players, they bring in something different that usually the team doesn't have.
Yeah.
As you know, Uganda or even Africa in general, our sports culture is still very low.
Yeah.
So when we bring in guys who have, you know, learned basketball from the States, from Europe, of course the skills, the understanding of the game is way different from ours here. So for me, when they come on the national team, of course there's something different they bring, you know, the game understanding, the IQ.
Yeah.
You know, the efficiency they come with. Yeah, I feel like they help the national team a lot to, you know, to push us this far. Yeah,
then Ishmael Wainwright, I know he's a former NBA basketball player. Of course, I know he can still go to the NBA. Then Brandon Davis has also played in the national team and of course in the NBA. Talk about those two players in particular. Brandon and Ishmael.
Big time players, man. Big time players. Brandon is a lion. You know, I've played with both of them, same team, but Brandon particularly, he's a fighter. In my opinion, he's one of the best players I've played with. You know, on the national team.
Yeah.
He's going to come, he'll play, he'll pour his, you know, hearts out, and he'll try to deliver. Ish is a very good player too. You know, he's a player that comes in with a lot of versatility. You know, he can handle the ball, he can post, he can do everything with the ball, and when he comes also, you know, he brings much to the team. He brings experience, a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Then I just want to, in your basketball career, with the players you've played with, can you make a starting five? Please don't include yourself.
The
players you've played with, both on the national team and in City Oil. All-time greatest team you've played with.
Both, or maybe I should give you the
okay, you can give me City Oil, the national team.
Yeah, the national team.
Yeah.
My starting five, City Oil. Without me, you say?
Yeah.
I would have Kami Kabangi, Jimmy Enabu, Landry Ndikumana, Ben Kumakej. Who am I putting there at number 3?
I think I know who you're going to put.
Who should I put there? City Oil. Who? It's tough, but
please don't put who I think you're going to put.
But I'll put Tony Drileba there.
Of course.
I'll put Tony Drileba there.
Then the national team?
National team, of course.
Please don't put the same players, please.
Jimmy has to be there. Jimmy will always be there.
Yeah.
I'll put, I don't know if you know, Stanley Ochiti.
Of course. Yes. I know Stanley.
I'll put Stanley Ochiti there. I'll put Brandon Davis. I'll put Ish.
Then lastly,
I'll put Robinson Opong.
Okay. And then we're almost actually getting done with the show. Our producer Fred has told me we're almost done. We usually have a quick fire where we compare players. I mean, I'll just mention a couple of players here, and then you pick the one you would prefer. Yeah. So I'll begin with your favorite. I don't know why I wrote this, but it's the first one. I might say Jimmy Enabu, Ken Balejusa.
I'll take Jimmy Enabu.
Tony Drileba, Ben Komakesh. I'll put you on the spot on that one.
I'll go with Tony Drileba.
Katumba Derek, Soro Joffrey.
Katumba Derek.
Samuel Obol, Paul Mwaka.
Samuel Obol. I didn't watch Obol that much, but I'll go with him.
Okay. Stephen Omoy, Norman Blake.
I'll go with Stephen Omoy.
Kami Kabange and Aru Ramadan on the spot again.
I'll go.
That one is tough.
It's tough, but I'll go with Aru.
Aru, eh?
Yeah.
Camelo, remember Camelo and Big Philip Ameni.
I'll go with Big Phil.
Okay, Landry Ndikumana, Desmond Owili.
I'll go with Landry Ndikumana.
Sudi Ulanga and Stephen Wundi.
Sudi Ulanga.
Mark Opio, Ivan Enabu. Okias, Stephen Okias, Peter Ilungat.
I'll go with Okias.
Rodi Kaseu, Isaac Lugode.
I'll go with Isaac.
Okay. Henry Malinga, Wilbrod Okecho. I mean, I also never watched Wilbrod.
I'll go with Malinga.
Okay. Eric Malinga, then Akita. Do you remember Akita?
Akita.
He was in Falcons, the big guy.
He was Ugandan?
He was Ugandan Kenyan. People thought he was Kenyan, but he was Ugandan. So that one you'll go with Eric Malinga, of course.
Eric, yeah.
So let's go international a little bit. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James.
LeBron.
Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
MJ.
Steph Curry, Ray Allen.
Steph.
Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade.
I'll go with Dwayne Wade.
Carmelo Anthony, Scottie Pippen.
Scott Pippen.
Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green.
I'll go with Draymond Green.
Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
I'll go with Durant.
Nikola Jokic and Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq.
Okay. Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
So this one, the last one is, because you're a big man, I put that one. Hakeem Olajuwon, Dwight Howard.
Hakeem,
the dream. Okay, before we get done, I just want you to look at the camera and try to inspire the kids and encourage them to play basketball and be good people.
Thank you very much, Vinny, for hosting me.
You're welcome.
I'm humbled. For the young ones there, it's, stick to your dreams, work so hard, stay disciplined, Basketball in Africa now has a lot of opportunities. Very many leagues are coming up. Just keep working hard, keep working hard, stay disciplined, take care of yourself, and, all will be good.
Yeah. I mean, Oxy, you thanked me, but I'm supposed to thank you. Thank you so much for honoring our invite. It's always a blessing to have national team captain and the winningest player in Uganda basketball history. 10 championships is not a joke. I mean, we talked about it. I don't think that record will ever be broken unless Komakech Bed gets annoyed and takes everything. That's the only way it can be broken. But very honored to have you here, and I hope next time I kindly ask you to be part of this again, you'll come through.
I'm always available, Vinny. Every time you need me, you're my guy, so
yeah.
I'll always be available. There's a lot, within, because, now we are touching this, that,
yeah,
so,
true.
We skipped a lot of information.
Yeah.
So I'm always available, to...
No problem. Anyway, to the viewers outside there, that has been James Okello, the Uganda national team player, 10-time champion, 3-time MVP. I've been your host, Vinny Jura. To the producers outside there, Raymond, Fred, please keep it Kawowo Sport, and I guess I'll see you next time. Mamba out.